Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is TheSparrowsJourney. I am back, and this is Gwent, the Witcher card game. Today I want to present you with a deck called Cows Like Weather. Alright, so this is a Nilfgaard deck. Nilfgaard is the new faction since the last patch. It was a faction that was released recently, and it's called Cows Like Weather because it basically uses the cow tosser. I call it cow tosser, but it's called rot tosser. If you join that with Adamancy or eventually with Marigold's Storm, you're gonna clean the whole lane, and that's why it's called Cows Like Weather. But there's a lot more stuff to it. There's a lot more synergy going on other than just that. So we're gonna start from the very beginning. One of the reasons why you play Morvren is to join it together with Kahir, which is a 10 level card, golden card, that lets you replay your leader. And what you normally do is you try to get card advantage throughout the whole match so that at the end you can play Kahir and you are allowed to play your leader more than once while your opponent only plays it once. So what you normally do is you get or try to get card advantage throughout the whole match, and for that you also want to pick a card called Siri. Again, doesn't need to be premium, it can be normal. So that's gonna be one. And another card that will give you eventually card advantage is Cantarella, which is one of your spies, one of the spies specifically for the Nilfgaardian Empire. Cantarella basically allows you to get card advantage. What you can do is starting the match by playing one of the rot tossers. You do that, and for this deck we're gonna play with 3 of them. You throw a cow tosser on the opponent's lane, on the ranged lane. And what the cow tosser does, or what the cow carcass in this case does, is in 2 turns it destroys everything from the weakest level on that lane. So normally to start the match, if you want to, it doesn't need to be like this, but what you can do is throw a cow carcass to the other side on the ranged lane. You play Cantarella on the next turn, and eventually Cantarella will be killed. So you will basically get card advantage and you will not have a huge consequence. One of the big reasons why I play Siri in almost every single deck, Nilfgaardian deck, is the fact that Nilfgaardian as a faction has the ability to redraw a card every single turn. The animation on this is absolutely awesome. Of course, that's besides the point, but this guy looks absolutely amazing. And what Vilgefortz does is, when you destroy a unit on your side, and normally that's how I always use it, it pulls another one randomly from your deck to the board. And straight up to the board. I play Vilgefortz with another card over here called, we all know it, Roach. Roach gets burned on every single one of my games, because normally what I do is I play Vilgefortz, and Roach is still not on the board. He comes up to the board and I burn him. Best case scenario is you burn Roach and you bring another golden card after Vilge burns Roach, and guess what? Roach will be brought up back to the board. That's the best case scenario. Doesn't need to happen, but it's always good when it does. Tsar Theseus is very strong, and I guess one of the strongest golden cards in the Nilfgaardian Empire, because you can decide which card is the opponent not going to get. When you play this, the 3 top cards from the opponent show up in front of you on your screen, and you choose one to go to the bottom of the opponent's deck, which means you will most likely never get it. Another one will be King of Beggars. 1 medic over here, just 1 in this case. And whenever I play King of Beggars, I know for certain that I'm gonna get a medic if I didn't play it before. So basically, King of Beggars together with the medic makes it so that you are allowed to res something from the opponent's graveyard. I also play with Marigold's Hailstorm and also Adamancy. This is a deck that relies on weather. Normally, you want to save weather and the cow or the rod tossers to the end when your opponent has a much lesser chance of having something to counter this. Alba Pikeman. These guys, as you can read, are immune to weather, which means Hailstorm will not do anything to them. Ox, what it does is just like this guy over here, Cleaver, but it's a direct upgrade because he has 2 points more. It locks a unit, a card on the opponent's side, or even on your side if you need it. And basically what that means is whenever there's a card that has an ability, for instance, like Ogvist over here, which after 4 turns it returns to your hand and does damage on the opponent's team cards, what it does is it locks this card so that the ability will no longer trigger. And also, if you lock a card that is immune to weather, you take that weather immunity away. Finally, we have the, of course, bronze cards, and we're missing some of them. One of them is going to be Alzur's Thunder. Alzur's Thunder takes 7 damage, or takes 7 value away from the opponent. On the current meta, this card is very important. Things that the opponent needs, things like the Axeman, which will allow you in turn, for instance, normally what I do is I hit the Axeman against Skellige, and I immediately play King of Beggars, which will bring up the medic, and I will res that Axeman if the opponent didn't do it himself. 2 First Lights will help thin your deck, and that's the only reason why they are there. Weather is never really your problem. It can be on very rare occasions, but you are playing with weather yourself already. Shackles in the current meta are very, very important, especially because I'm not running with Dimitrium Bomb. So Shackles is important against, for instance, monsters consuming deck when they use Karen, and you're able to just shackle Karen after she has done her thing and then weather it down. It's very important against Radovid, for instance, when you want to shackle Bork itself, and eventually you will eat itself, which is great. Black Infantry Arbalists. These guys synergize really well with the Rod Tossers. Once again, Rod Tossers will do their thing, and what these guys do is they will control the board. And eventually, you can use these 3 guys to be able to bring all that laying down from a Rod Tosser. These guys will take 3 strength from a unit unless it is buffed. If it is buffed, it will take 5 strength instead. So eventually this card can be potentially a level 10 value card, which is really, really good. The last card is going to be a insurance kind of card to spies. So what this guy does is Nausicaa Brigade. He hits a spy, and if he kills it, he gets 4 base strength. This is important not only against, for instance, the Nilfgaard, which are the ones that launch the cow carcasses, but also against monsters, for instance. You see many times people just stealing your own Rod Tossers from your graveyard just to launch a cow at your face. What I do is I counter that immediately with this guy, and this guy has been saving games for me. This is my suggestion for Nilfgaard. There are others, but so far this is the one that I found the most balanced for ranked mode. I'll see you on the next video, and I'll leave you with a couple of examples how this deck can perform. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.
Yes. Come to Pappy.
It's dangerous to throw this guy right away. I might get the medic or the King of Beggars, which would pull the medic, and we don't want that.
We shall see what the future holds.
We're going to take Siri from him so that if he eventually wins this round, he doesn't use it on a second one.
You best yield now.
How I hate that card. How I hate it. If I kill it, it will just bring it back.
If it's peace you desire, prepare for war.
This is going to be my last attempt to win this round. If this doesn't work, I'll just pass.
What do you want?
You son of a gun. That was well played, but I have this. The more we play against Yennefer, the worse it gets. She's gonna hit me for 2 damage on the next turn. This will still be 1 damage. Then on the next one, it will be 2 damage because these 2 cards will be on the same level. And then it will be 3 damage. Yeah, if I pass now, I'm still gonna be in the lead, so I'm gonna force him to use one more card.
You one of us or not?
So we lost first round, but we made him work for it, I suppose, and he has one less card than us. His Siri is gone, so he's not gonna do that to us. He might have Bork. That's one thing he probably does have.
Are you wounded? Again?
That's a strange res. That's a very strange res. So let's do this.
An interesting choice.
Wise choice.
I'll take it, I suppose.
Temeria. That's what matters.
That hurts.
El Herzer.
We still have to play one more card. Yeah. I guess we're gonna play the other pikeman. That's all pikemans, right? Yeah, that's gonna be all pikemans gone. I'm not sure I like that idea. So I'll throw this guy in. We have one more in our deck. Yeah.
Wise choice.
What I really want is a cow here. A cow or the spy. Okay, there she is.
No one can hide from me.
I don't want this. Nope. Got the medic. Okay.
What do you want?
Alright, now, why would he do that? Because that's a low value compared to what he could have with this card.
El Herzer.
That's our last pikeman. I want to steal a scout from him, but I need to use it on something that I still have on my deck, and I don't have anything right now.
But we're broke as shit peddlers.
Salutations.
Yeah, the problem right now is that I don't have anything on the board that I have more off on my deck, if that makes sense. And that would be the cows. So I have to launch Kahir.
As you wish.
Gonna risk it. Not entirely sure this is the best move I could do, but it's what I have.
To the dungeon with him.
We're gonna kill this guy, I suppose.
Not all battles need end in bloodshed.
Not one escaped. Got it.
The thing is, these cows will be affected by the weather that I'm gonna put down, so in the end, it might not be a good idea either. I'm gonna use his leader ability on the cow.
Do not test my patience.
Okay, that means he has no other way to avoid it. He would not waste his leader ability on the cow alone. So now we'll res...
Egreto dum anime est, spes est.
Scouts.
You one of us or not?
We bring up another cow. To put it over there. Okay. Bork right now is gonna kill the spy and then itself, which leaves him with 2 points. Oh, son of a gun, really? Alright, so right now it's gonna kill my unit, and it's gonna kill itself. Which will leave me at 10, and will leave him at 17. Well, I can be 17 too. Oh yeah, I win. I just lock Bork.
Who is to die?
Nice! It feels great winning against meta. Feels great. Great. That was a good game. Bork makes you think a lot.